We were assigned the 10-inch Optimus personal fan for our reverse engineering project. It is by me, Nick Griffith, Alexander Beck, Daniel T.G., and Thomas Tremaine. The purpose of this device, it is a relatively small personal cooling device for smaller spaces where you have 1 to 2 people in the room. It's inexpensive, and with this in mind, it does its job fairly well.
Hi, I'm Alexander Beck. I'll be presenting the pros and cons of our fan. When we first took it out of the box, we noticed that it was very light and there was no assembly required at all. We also noticed it was very aesthetically pleasing in that it's white and very fresh and clean looking. When we plugged it in, we noticed it was very quiet. There were 3 speeds of low, medium, and high. The fan is very cheap, and for its usage, it's a very good price for what you get. And also, there's a 1-year warranty that seemed pretty nice to have for this fan. For our cons, we noticed that the speeds don't differ much at all. They're very pretty much the same almost. The cord is very short. The blades are very small compared to the 10-inch size that it is advertised as. The plastic is very cheap and probably very easy to break. The switch is very flimsy, also probably very easy to break. And it doesn't oscillate, it sits flat, and it's probably meant just for one person for the fan to be pointed directly at.
So in the fan's design, we noticed multiple trade-offs. First being the air construction. We noticed that the fan was made with screws instead of being snap fit. This could make it possibly more durable and easier to take apart. We also noticed that it is stationary versus being able to pivot or oscillate, which does not allow for as much air distribution, but makes it cheaper if it's stationary. Also, we noticed that the parts were made with a large amount of air instead of a small amount of air. Some more trade-offs that we noticed was the noise versus the power of the airstream. The designers at some point had to realize how much airflow are we going to get out of this versus the noise. They obviously made a decision on that. Another trade-off is the color and the logo. They could have made the fan black, they could have changed the logo. It was really up to their design and marketing team. Another thing is safety. We noticed that the other fans in the market were made out of metal. This was made out of plastic. We said that this is more safer, while metal might be more durable. Lastly, an economic trade-off is that we noticed that the fan was made in China, so it is cheaper to make there in China rather than make in the US.
Hi, I'm Daniel, and I'm going to be talking about the fan market. Our research consisted of us looking online at different fans that you can buy, and as you'd expect, the price goes up as the quality of the fan goes up and there are more and more features. And we determined that this is a fair price for what you get for this fan. The other features that you get as you start paying more and getting nicer fans are fans with oscillation, fans that tilt back and forth. You get larger fans, you get fans that are on a stand, you get fans that are remote controlled, and you get ones that have a timer function.
In analyzing our fan, the first component that we found was the electric motor, which uses current-carrying conductors and magnetic fields to create a force. This fan that we had used an AC motor, which is alternating current. The second component component that we analyzed in our fan was the actual blade of the fan, which is what actually makes the air move, which operates using making areas of lower pressure and higher pressure and having the air move from the areas of higher to lower pressure. When the fan is turned on, the current spins the motor and the fan, so it moves the air. And then the last component was the switch, which controls how fast the motor spins and therefore how fast the blade spins.
So overall, we thought this was a nice, inexpensive fan, but there are better alternatives out there on the market, particularly the tower model. We thought compared to the tower model, this fan takes up too much room, and a major disadvantage is it does not oscillate. Although we did like that it's very quiet. But overall, I would say we are not fans.